Yeah, boy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman. We are back on our traditional free-to-play account, guys. It is day 157, and we are here at Town Hall 11 in 2025. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or new to this series, we started this account on January 4th, and we have been playing it free-to-play here in 2025 to see how our progression goes. We have not spent one dime in the game. This is completely free to play. Now we have a whole bunch of stuff to get to in this episode, guys. We have 3 builders available, so we need to go out there. We need to get a bunch of loot and try to get our star bonus, get these builders working. And we also have the Dark Deal event going on with the brand new debt collector, which is a temporary troop, and it's kind of like a sneaky goblin, except it's not invisible, and they're not very tanky. But they do 100% for extra loot damage to storages. So we need to see if we can go out there and maybe get some huge raids with these guys. But we're going to have to be careful. Like I said, they don't have very many hit points, 180 hit points, so they're going to die very, very quickly. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and claim the debt collector, so we'll be able to add that to our army. Now, we did just finish CWL as well. As you can see right here, for our group, we ended up in 3rd place, so just outside of promotion, but pretty happy with our results here. We had a lot of good wins, some missed hits, and then we were outclassed by these 2 clans. They had a lot higher town halls than us, so we were a little outmatched, but still a good finish. So let's go out here. I do want to give our bonuses out in this episode. We do have 6 bonuses to give. And you can see we had quite a few players get 20 stars or 21 stars. And so I want to reward those players here for their awesome performances during CWL. And I always give it to who gets the most stars and who doesn't miss any attacks. If there are any ties, it will go to percentage. And guys, I'm going to, I got both of my accounts in here. The Rush account, we went perfect, 7 for 7. This account, the free-to-play account, we went 6 for 7. We had a 2-star 96% fail. I don't remember what it was, but I'm going to skip those 2 accounts. We're going to give it to our rest of our clan mates here to help them out. And I think that is our top 6 right there. Nat just missed out on percentage, but I think this is a fair way to do it. So let's give these bonuses out to our 6 clan mates. There we go. And now let's go ahead and spend our CWL medals while we're at it. And I think I've done the math right here. We're going to go with 3 research potions and 2 builder potions. Our lab is still behind on our builder, so I want to get those research potions, but I also want to give us some access to some builder potions along the way. Oh, we can get 3 builder potions. Okay, there we go. 3 research, 3 builder. That is awesome. So let's go out here. I've got an army I'm trying to cook up here to see how we want to do this. These debt collectors, I don't know. We'll see how it works, because they're good against storages but nothing else. So I'm thinking if we can get hogs in the base, because hogs will target defenses only. Maybe we can go out here. Let me do one less here. Maybe another jump. Alright, let's see. For our heroes, we'll put our warden on ground to go with the hogs. The king is available, and we have the mini prince. Okay. So let's go out here. Let's see how this works. I don't know how it's going to work at all. And yeah, we'll just see what kind of loot we get. Hopefully it works good. If not, we may have to put some sneaky goblins in here. I don't know. Let's just see what we can find for loot. See if we can find some nice loot raids, and see if the debt collectors can give us some bonus loot here. Now here's one, but it's Town Hall 12. Now all the Infernos are down. It's a dead base. I think we should be pretty good against this. How much are in these outside collectors? Ooh, there's a lot in these collectors too. That might be perfect right here for these debt collectors. And you see, we had 20 debt collectors in our army, but you get a bonus 10. So you actually have extra housing space in your typical army. So just keep that in mind. You want to take advantage of those bonus troops there. Now I'm going to bring in a good amount of these hogs. Maybe half the hogs. Let's go here. Let's see, let's pop this warden ability right here. Try to watch these hogs, see where they go, see where we need to heal. A little damage here in the core. And I'm going to bring some of the rest of our hogs in around this way. Yeah, the enemy heroes are going to do a number on us. Well, let's use the poison on there. Try to keep them away from our troops as much as we can. I'll put the heal here in the middle. And we're going to try these debt collectors back here on these storages. Alright, well, the hogs have faded out, so I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work that well or not. I'll bring in our heroes along with our wall wrecker. See, the debt collectors go down so fast. I'm sure they got us some bonus loot, but I just don't really know how much. Let's put a whole bunch of them over here. See if we can get these storages down. Let's pop our minion prince ability. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the town hall here or not. Our king's going down. Alright, that's not very good as far as stars, but I don't know. We'll see how much loot we got. Maybe the hogs aren't the way to go. Let's see what we do for loot. We got a pretty good amount of loot, way more than the base had. But yeah, that was kind of painful. Let's see if we can change this up a little bit. We could do balloons. I'm trying to think of something that would target only defenses. Because I want to leave this loot there behind for the debt collectors to try to get. Alright, let's see what we can do with balloons. And I want to try to add some reinforcements this time because I think we're going to need all the help we can get with this. Let's just go with more balloons. Maybe a dragon rider and some balloons in here. Maybe a poison spell. Alright. Let's go out. Let's see if we can switch this up. Let's put our warden to air. Alright. Let's see what we can clear out here. See if the debt collectors can do a little better. I think there's potential there to get a lot of loot using them. But I think they're going to be a little trickier to use. You can't just spam them in and have great success because they just don't have the hit points. They just go down so fast, it looks like. So let's see if we can get a nice raid here. I'd like to be close to 1 million, but I don't know. Maybe I need a hound in here. Let's bring a hound. I'm not really a Lalo player, so I don't know that this is really going to be anything you want to try to use for sure. But I'm just trying to make it work with these debt collectors. Trying to use something that targets defense only to clear out a section so we can go in with the debt collectors and get all the loot. Alright. All of this loot is in the storages, in the core. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get some of these balloons in here doing some work, hopefully. Well, they're not really going for the town hall, which is unfortunate here. That town hall activated is going to destroy any of our debt collectors that we have left. Let's bring the haste in, try to get some of these defenses down. Maybe, I was hoping the Stone Slammer would target the town hall. Nothing's going to that town hall at all. Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. Okay, well. Not ideal. I don't know. I don't have the hang of the debt collectors for sure. I don't know. They're an underwhelming troop, to say the least, here. Let's see what we can do with our king. I mean, I would like to somehow try to get the town hall if we could, but alright, we got a ton of debt collectors in here with the king. We'll see how far we can get here. Got some of the loot, but I don't think we're going to have enough power to get through here. Alright, probably attacking Town Hall 12 is probably not the move right here with this army. That was not good. Okay. Let's go back to the drawing board. Oh, this is brutal here tonight. Just need to get loot. Maybe I should just went with a straight up army, but I wanted to try out this new troop and see if we could find a way to get a whole bunch of loot for us, you know. Alright, let's give it another try. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a Town Hall 11 where the Town Hall is not such a problem for our balloons, and then I think we can. And the other thing is, I'm trying not to take any of the collectors or the storages out, so that makes it hard. Like, you can't really do a hero dive or anything to set up your Lalo. I'm trying to throw in a Lalo without my heroes so I can clean up all the loot. But alright, well, that's a Town Hall 12. We better not do that. Can we find any Town Hall 11s? Are there any at this trophy range? Maybe not. They might be all 12s. I may have pushed too high in trophies. Okay, this is good loot. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, quite a bit in these collectors, and they have these storages right out here too, so there's a pretty good opportunity here to get some good loot. Let's see what we can do. Let's get these balloons in here. Alright, we're going to pop the warden ability here. Let's use this freeze. I'm going to haste up these balloons in the core, see if we can get the town hall down. Hopefully with the stone slammer maybe we can. Trying to invest everything here to get that town hall out of the way, because that town hall is going to be danger for us. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put down these guys, try to get this loot before we lose that loot over there. Alright, now let's bring in the rest of these balloons. Alright, let's see what we can get done here. Yep, kind of a mess. Kind of a mess. Minion Prince maybe can take out the queen. Alright, got the queen out. So that's good. Oh, these deck collectors, they just have no health. They just have no health whatsoever. Yeah, just, I don't know. I want to use them, but it's just, they're just not very good. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm not sure how to use them and be effective because they just melt. They just melt with your troops. Alright, we'll take the loot we got. Let's go back here and just use a normal army here for just a minute. Let's go out and let's crush a base. See what we can find. We got somebody upgrading. Okay, queen's down. Here's a nice loot. Well, that's Town Hall 13. Let's pass. I'd like the loot, but it was no good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just take the 10 deck collectors they give us and maybe just use them sporadically throughout if we can. But I'm not going to worry about it too much because they are just melting pretty much instantly when you start one of these raids. Like they're just not doing much. Where's the other Inferno? They only have 2? Okay. That's cool. Alright. I know we can crush this, so let's go out and do this. Get some nice loot here, and then let's see if we can get our builders going. I think this will give us our star bonus. Should be able to get our builders going after this. Even without our queen, I don't think it'll be an issue here. And we'll use a couple of them deck collectors down there in that corner. You can see where there's nothing really to defend. So we'll just try to steal some easy loot right here. And once we get the rest of our troops in here, we can, there we go, pop the king ability. Use that freeze, get some nice value right there. Get that town hall down. We may have to use the poison here on this minion prince. He's going to be a little bit of trouble for us. Alright, now we're making our way to the core. Gotta get the eagle down, then I think we'll be in good shape. Alright, the eagle is still up. We gotta get the eagle down, guys. There we go. Alright, we have a Yeti still coming around. Doing some tanking for us, but the army's faded out here a little bit. Maybe missed having that third hero. But we have quite a few witches in behind the warden, so hopefully if they can get through the wall, the skellies will tank, and we can get some pretty good value as long as there aren't any bombs in here. Work on the rest of the loot, and we'll save these deck collectors here until we can make it to the expo down and push through here. Alright, the expo was pretty weak. Alright, now everything's kind of facing the warden in there, so we'll use the deck collectors to come in here. Oh, a bomb. That one giant bomb will kill all of them. They're just not very powerful. Alright, there we go. We got the 3-star. I mean, that might be the better way to use the deck collectors. Just use the 10 free ones they give you. Try to use them to maximize a few collectors or mines or storages, whatever's on the outside of the base, and go on, because they're just not very strong. I don't know. Maybe you could use your Warden Eternal Tone to protect a bunch of them, but even then, they're just slow. They're not very strong. I don't know. Yeah. There we go. Alright, we got some nice loot there, so that's good. We'll take those resources. Let's collect our treasury. And let's see what we can get going for our builders, for our 3 builders that we have available. I'd like to do some more expensive upgrades while we're at it. Grand Warden. 1-day upgrade will be max level tomorrow. Let's do that. That's a nice upgrade for us. And let's go with, let's do one of the expos to level 5, 3.5 days. And let's do a shorter upgrade if we can. We have the king, but I don't really want to start. We can do the king. That's fine. Yeah, let's do the king. We'll put the king down again, and let's use a couple of our builder potions, or at least one of them. Yeah, we'll use one builder potion now, and that'll speed up our progress just a little bit. Tomorrow we should have a max warden on the account. The minion prince is already max. Our queen will be done in 2 days. The barbarian king in 4 days. But yeah, the base is looking really nice. The list of upgrades is getting pretty short over here on the builder side. We do need to work on our lab quite a bit. And we gotta get some more elixir or dark elixir so we can upgrade over there, but we will. We'll get that done here shortly. And yeah, we're gonna keep working on it, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you're free to play and you're playing along, maxing out all of your town halls, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Turn on those notifications so you can play along. And yeah, we appreciate it. Alright guys, until next time, clash on my friends.